You want to do something fun? Today, I'm going to show you how to assemble a teleprompter and the accessories needed that will help you in all of your video content creation as well as your online meetings. You see, whether you're needing to recite a long script for a video that you're creating, or maybe you're the leader of a country, a teleprompter is something that will benefit you greatly. I have a feeling that I'm actually going to be saying the word teleprompter a lot in this video. 100 points to the person who tells me how many times I say the word in the comments below. Memorizing a long script for your video presentation can be very challenging. Some people seem to be born with natural abilities of looking into a camera lens and talking non-stop, while the rest of us are more comfortable taking our time and writing an entire script until we have all of our I's dotted and our T's crossed. This video's for you. You see, a couple really cool use cases for a teleprompter in your setup is for reading a script for a recorded video, as well as using a teleprompter for your online video meetings. Now, full disclosure, none of this gear has been supplied by any of the manufacturers. It was all purchased with my own money. And if you're interested in any of these items, please make sure to check out the show notes below for links to purchase them online. This unit here that you see is one of the most common teleprompter units on the market today. It's the GlideGear TMP100. You see, GlideGear makes different types of teleprompters ranging from $100 all the way up to well over $1,000. And I really like this model because it's under $200 and it also fits my 10.9-inch iPad perfectly. However, they also do have a similar one which fits the iPad mini, which is only $100. The gear that I'm using to set up this teleprompter are as follows. The first thing you obviously need is the teleprompter itself. So here's the main unit and it's actually folded right now, so we're gonna unfold that very shortly. Aside from that, you're gonna need this guy over here, which is the shroud, which blocks light from behind the reflective glass so that you don't actually see the camera itself and you just see the reflection of the iPad screen. You're going to need a couple of little adapters that come with the teleprompter package itself, as well as your iPad. You're going to need your camera, and this could be any kind of camera. In fact, it could be a DSLR, a mirrorless, or it could actually be a smartphone as well, because this teleprompter comes with a smartphone adapter. Aside from that, if you are using a DSLR or a mirrorless camera, here are a few accessories that actually make this a whole lot more simple. This guy over here is a Z Fold tripod stand, or a Z Fold stand that allows you to connect your camera to the actual platform of the teleprompter. This guy here is a quick release from ULANZI, and this one over here is a quick release that's attached to a ball head mount, which is going to attach to this cool device right here. And that's this. This is the Slik Creators Clamp. Most desktop pole mounts sit on top of the table surface, so the minimum height usually that I've seen has been around 12 to 14 inches above. However, depending upon your table setup and your seating setup, that may be a little bit too high, and you're going to be getting that top-down look. Now, if you're looking for the perfect placement of a teleprompter with your camera on it, it literally needs to be where the camera is at eye level. So you can adjust this Slik tripod clamp to as low as literally 1.5 inches or 1.25 inches above the table surface, simply because the pole extends behind your table. So the first thing that I want to do after setting up this clamp on the table's edge is to add this ball head mount to the top of the pole. This allows me to make minor adjustments to the tilting and the panning of the teleprompter itself so that you can get your look just right. The ULANZI U100 is my favorite ball head mount to use on all of my teleprompter installs for two reasons. The first one is the ULANZI has this amazing quick release clamp. So this item here is going to be attached to the bottom of the teleprompter, and that allows me to quickly remove it from this ball head mount. And the ball head mount itself has not only just your panning ability here, so you can actually pan the teleprompter left and right, but on top of that, it has this quick release with literally a 360 degree ball head movement, as well as this additional cold shoe mount, so you can attach other accessories if needed. Now, the Creator's Clamp has a 1/4 inch 20 thread at the top of the post, and the ball head mount has a 3/8 inch hole on the bottom. So install it, it's as simple as taking your tiny small adapter, inserting it into the bottom of the ball head mount, and then tightening this with your screwdriver. That will make this perfectly fit this mount. The next item to install is this tiny little plate adapter to the bottom of the teleprompter. Now your teleprompter will be shipped flat like this, so the first thing you need to do is loosen both the knobs. There's one on this side and one on the other side, and then you simply need to turn the glass itself so that it's pointing away from the platform to which your camera is going to be attached to. And we're going to turn it upside down so that we can get to these different threaded mounts on which we're going to attach this quick release. Now, depending upon the weight of your actual camera, you are going to use one of the different 1/4-inch threaded holes. These are the smaller holes on the bottom. For me, because I'm using the Sony ZV-E10 here, it's not extremely heavy, so I'm pretty much going to have this generally balanced from the front and the back, and I'm going to use this first hole that's closest to the front or the glass end of the teleprompter. Simply take that quick release adapter and insert that threaded mount into the smallest hole closest to the glass and start to turn. Make sure that the quick release adapter is perfectly straight on this bottom of the mount, and then go ahead and take a screwdriver and give that a tight little turn so that this item itself does not turn when you're moving your teleprompter. Now, once you've got that installed on the teleprompter base, you can go ahead and loosen the large knob on the ball head mount, and that will allow you to maneuver the top head accordingly so that you can quickly attach the base plate of the teleprompter on top of this quick release. And simply just connect it and make sure it snaps. So next up would be to install this little adapter that allows your iPad to rest on the soft foam so that it doesn't get all scratched up. And that's going to be installed on the front end of the unit, the side that you're actually going to be looking at. So what you want to do is loosen these two little screws that allow this slide plate or this slide deck to extend outside. So go ahead and take this knob off of this little assembly plate, and you're going to be inserting this into the actual teleprompter itself. So on the bottom where you install your iPad, you're going to see this open slot here, and that's where you insert this little adapter, and on the very bottom, you're going to attach the thumb screw. Now in my case, I'm using the 10.9-inch iPad Air, so go ahead and place that onto the foam padding at the back and push the plate at the front in so that it holds your iPad firmly. Now go ahead and tighten those thumb screws so the platform does not slide anymore. You'll notice that on the shroud itself, you've got 4 areas where there's Velcro. Those Velcro pieces will stick to the outside of the glass frame. I find that it's easiest to start with the very top, get the Velcro to attach, and then install the bottom of the frame attachment and press there. Then you can go ahead and take the sides and press firmly so that the attachments are all set. You need to take the zipper, you need to install it so that you can seal up the sides so that no light comes through. The next item we're going to install on the back of the teleprompter where the camera is going to be attached to is this Neewer Z-type tripod head that allows us to go ahead and lift the camera to the height that we need to make sure that the lens is centered to the vertical height of the teleprompter glass. So just like the teleprompter at the bottom where it had different size holes on this platform, this Z-type tripod head also has 2 different size holes. We're going to be using the smaller one, which is the 1/4-inch 20 thread, and that's going to attach to this knob here that you'll find at the bottom of the top platform of the teleprompter. Make sure that you've got the placement right, put the Neewer logo at the very front, and go ahead and line up the bolt with the smaller hole and go ahead and install it. Now before you tighten this up, move it all the way to the back of the teleprompter platform so that we can easily install the camera. Next up, we're going to take the second ULANZI quick release clamp and we're going to press both buttons to release the top because this is going to go to the bottom of our camera, and we're going to attach the base plate to the top of the Z-type. Quick release is going to have another 1/4-inch 20, and this item here has now a large wheel. You're going to turn that until you have this quick release clamp nice and tight. Now it's time to install the quick release plate to the bottom of the tripod mount on your camera. Go ahead and attach your camera to the quick release plate, making sure to press and click. So this is where the Z-type tripod mount comes in handy, because you see, sometimes cameras are a little bit smaller than others, and you need to make sure that the lens is centered on the teleprompter glass itself, so you can raise and lower the camera lens as needed. Now, when you have the right height, all you're going to do is you're going to turn these 4 knobs to ensure that that platform is now level and tightened. And now what we want to do is we want to take that cloth shroud and we want to bring it around the actual lens itself and tighten it with this little lock. Now this next part, you have to be really careful. We want to now slide this camera forward so that the lens is almost touching the glass. Not exactly touching glass, but almost, maybe a 1/4 inch away. So go ahead and loosen that bottom mount that is attaching the Z-type tripod mount to the actual platform of the teleprompter. So loosen that slightly and then bring that forward until it's almost touching the glass, and for that one I just touched the glass, and I'm gonna bring it back a 1/4 inch, and I'm now gonna tighten that thumb screw on the bottom. Now the last step of this entire process is to make sure that you have the height adjusted properly for your teleprompter. The goal is to set the lens at the level of your eyes, and that will give you the best view for your viewers who are watching your videos. As this is attached to the back of your desk, whether it's a sitting desk or a standing desk, all you have to do is loosen the knob on the Slik Creators clamp and then raise or lower the post accordingly, and then tighten, and you're all done. Now, if you need to make minor adjustments in the panning or the tilting of the teleprompter, simply loosen the knob on the ball head and then adjust your teleprompter so that it is level and then you're looking at it straight, and then tighten that knob with your hand so that it is all set. You probably have been wondering which teleprompter software is my favorite. Personally speaking, I use PromptSmart Pro because of one amazing feature. It listens to your voice as you're reading your script and it automatically scrolls for you. How awesome is that? Now, I mentioned at the beginning of this video that teleprompters are not just for reading scripts and recording videos. In fact, one of the most common use cases with all of our clients and our friends for using teleprompters in their video setup is for this: Zoom calls. You've been on those video calls where you're looking at everybody else but not looking into the camera. Well, if you are a creator or a coach, or you just want to engage and connect more effectively with your audience, you want to be looking at the camera, because on their side it looks like you're looking directly at them, versus if I were talking like this: "Hey everybody, it's so good to see you today," versus "Hey everybody, it's so good to see you today." So how are you going to use your teleprompter in your video setup? Go ahead, leave some comments below, and if you're interested to find out more about different gear that we use at Live Streaming Pros, go ahead and click on this playlist over here, and we'll see you again.